So factors that affect location decision. So when deciding to a strategic location, class, it is not only about on which location requires yung pinakamababang pasahod. But we also need to consider the productivity. Baka naman kaya mababa yung ating kailangan ipasahod dito sa mga tao dito kasi hindi din naman pala sila literate, hindi naman pala sila ganun ka-skilled. So, ibig sabihin, konti lang yung kaya nilang i-produce. So, paano ba natin masasabi na capable with high productivity ang isang location? So, we can consider yung computation po natin ng labor productivity to determine also kung alin yung mas okay na location in terms of productivity value. So, ngayon, um, yung employees natin na meron lang po na poor training, poor education, or poor work habits may not be a good buy even at low wages. But yun naman pong medyo mas okay yung kumbaga train, tapos may magandang education, mas ayos na work habits, na medyo may mas mataas na wage po, ay hindi din naman palaging sila yung mas okay na piliin. It depends na lang talaga doon sa ating productivity value. So ngayon, balikan natin yung ating computation for the productivity. So we have your labor cost per day divided by productivity, or makukuha po natin yung magiging cost natin per unit. So ni-utilize lang natin, 'di ba, ang labor productivity natin ay output over input. So, kinonsider lang din natin itong formulang ito to determine kung ano ba yung magiging cost per unit natin. So, the lower yung cost per unit natin, edi the better. Ano po? So, for example, Otis Elevator pays $70 per day with 60 units produced per day in South Carolina. And it will spend less on labor than Mexican plant that pays $25 per day with a production of 20 units per day. So, given yung nagagastos na $70 or $25, pero magkaiba naman yung units na napoproduce, alin kaya yung mas okay? Saan kaya mas nakakamura? So, in South Carolina, so we have $70 divided by 60 units. Ang cost per unit po natin ay 1.17. Sa Mexico naman po ay $25 over 20 units. Ang cost per unit natin ay 1.25 per unit. So given that, ano ibig sabihin noon? Mas better daw po na magtayo tayo ng business dito sa South Carolina, given that ang reference po natin ay yung cost per unit. Bakit? Kasi mas mababa po yung cost per unit natin dito sa South Carolina comparing to Mexico. So yun po yung pwede natin na maging reference sa decision natin, yung labor productivity. So factors that affect location decision. So the first one is the exchange rates and currency risk. So can have a significant impact on cost and rates change over time. Sa cost naman natin, we have the tangible and intangible. So tangible, easily measured costs such as utilities, labor, materials, taxes. Intangible naman natin ay less easy to quantify and include education, public transportation, community, and quality of life. So dito class, meron tayong tinatawag na operational hedging. So it describes yung situation wherein yung firms natin have excess capacity in multiple countries, and then nagsiship po tayo ng production levels from location to location as the exchange rate change. However, it is very difficult po na mag-change tayo ng location from time to time dahil lang sa exchange rate. So ngayon, paano natin magiging reference sa exchange rate? So we can gather data for the previous years, and then check natin ano ba yung exchange rates. So usually bang tumataas yung exchange rates dito or bumababa or medyo maliit lang yung nagiging gap yearly doon sa exchange rates comparing to the other countries. So ayun, pwede tayong mag-determine or mag-decide using the exchange rates or currency depending po doon sa ating makukuha or magagather na data. And also, we can divide location cost into categories nga po, yung ating tangible and intangible. Wherein yung tangible natin, yun na yung mga cost that is readily identifiable and precisely measured. So, madaling ma-determine. So, ngayon, kung cost naman ang pinag-uusapan dito sa tangible and intangible, or yung ating nagiging total cost, syempre, the lower yung total cost natin is the better. Better yung location. So, yan yung mga additional pa na factors natin in decision making sa location. So location decision based on cost alone can create difficult ethical situation. So hindi tayo po pwede palagi na cost lang ang nagiging basis sa location decision. Pero isa siya sa mga factors na dapat i-consider. Kumbaga, less priority in decision making natin yung cost when it comes to location. Kasi napakadami pa talagang other affecting factors which can improve yung strategy natin when it comes to location. Proximity to market. So, isa ito sa pinaka high priority. Siyempre, kailangan merong mag-a-avail ng product or services na iyong ima-market once na pumili ka ng mga location. So, alamin muna dapat yung using yung survey kung may demand ba yung isang specific product sa lugar na yun. Kung wala, ay di hindi feasible location para sa ganong type of business. Ano po? So, And then, proximity to suppliers naman. So, isa din to sa high priority factor natin. Bakit? Wherein, kasi sa business, kailangan natin na malapit sa mga pagkukuhanan ng raw materials, yung ipuput up nating business para maiwasan ang shortage at syempre, mabawasan ang pag-increase ng transportation costs. Ano? So, halimbawa, ang inyong FS ay, ang manufacturing ninyo ay dito sa Batangas City. Tapos yung supply nyo naman pala ay nasa Quezon Province pa. So, di ba? In terms of transportation cost, napakalaki na agad. Napakalayo na dun sa supply ninyo. So, with that, sabi ko nga kanina, transportation cost ninyo ay nasa around 25% contribution sa price. Pagtaas ng transportation cost, you cannot offer a product na mayroong competitive price. Okay? And then, next po tayo. Proximity to competitor. So, i-consider din syempre natin yung mga possible competitors na related dun sa ating itatayong business. So, ang iba, ang strategy, kagaya na lang po ng mga Jollibee at Greenwich, di ba? Di ba, ang nangyayari dyan, iisa ang may-ari nun, pero palagi magkakatabi ang mga ganitong fast food chain. Para kung hindi prefer ni customer sa Jollibee, lipat siya sa Greenwich. Same thing din po kay Jollibee and McDo. Ano, lagi yung magkatabi. Para kung hindi po prefer ni customer si Jollibee, dun siya kay McDo. Vice versa. Ano, pero meron din namang strategy. Yun kasi in terms of food. Ano po, pero meron din namang strategy na halimbawa ay particular product, kapag ino-offer na siya doon sa area na yon, doon ka naman sa other area na wala pang ino-offer na ganong product. Ano po? So, it depends um, doon po sa magiging strategy ng ating owner. Okay? So, for proximity to competitors, called clustering, often driven by resources such as natural information, capital and talent, and found in both manufacturing and service industries.